And welcome back to Houston Newsmakers, where I'm joined by Constance Jones, the Vice President of Operations for the Houston Minority Supplier Development Council. Good morning.
Good morning.
So tell me, what is the Houston Minority Supplier Development Council? We're going to shorten that from this point forward, but what is that organization?
HMSDC is a private, nonprofit organization that focuses on economic development for major corporations and minority business owners.
And so, when you first came in, I thought, well, okay, was some government involved in subsidizing? And you said, no, it's private companies that are doing that.
Absolutely. We were created by the private corporations like Shell, Chevron, ExxonMobil, over 40 years ago to help them find diverse suppliers who could fit into their procurement opportunities and supply chain.
Was that an early version of just trying to say, look, we can be better, and minority suppliers and minority business can be better if we find a way to work together?
Absolutely. I think that had a lot to do with it, as well as strategy. Back then, we were actually created under Richard Nixon, and he was like, look, we need to start developing economic development in these communities. And so what better way to do that than to look at the major corporations that were actually employing individuals and say, you need to start doing business with those that happen to look different than you. And so that's why they created this minority business development organization and agencies, in order to support those efforts.
So this agency is made up of members, and are those members both like companies like Shell and other companies, or just minority suppliers, MBEs as they're called?
So members are afforded to our major corporations, so the Shells, the Walmarts, the Targets of the world. Our minority businesses are what we call suppliers. They are who we go and search for in order to facilitate those relationships with our major corporations.
So small, large, medium, it doesn't really matter?
So it doesn't matter for us. We are a minority business development organization. You just have to fit into one of those 5 criteria that we considered ethnic minority, which is African American, Hispanic, Asian, Asian Pacific, and Native American.
Okay. Okay. Now, you have a big event coming up this week, the Expo, the HMSDC Expo, Wednesday and Thursday. This is postponed. Was it Harvey-related postponement?
Yes.
Everybody had to deal with that. So the Expo is coming up Wednesday and Thursday. Yes. What is that all about, and who should want to come?
Absolutely. Expo is Texas's largest minority business trade fair. It's the 3rd largest in the nation, and it is a great opportunity for suppliers that are looking to do business with those major corporations, governmental agencies, and educational institutions to meet those individuals all in one day under one roof.
I looked at the website, and I was amazed at how many exhibitors are there. There were hundreds and hundreds of exhibits, and so that would, if I'm a business person and I have a small business, it seems to me that depending on what that exhibit is, I'm going to be able to get something out of it.
Absolutely. If we have over 150 exhibitors that are already registered for the show, which equates to about 1,000 people that will come over the course of the 2 days. And so if you're looking to do business from any sector, on day 1, we're partnering with the U.S. Department of Energy to bring an energy summit that's going to talk about everything from liquid natural gas to oil and gas to electricity and utilities. And so even if you're not focused in those industries, we have the medical center will be in participation. We have HEB. So we cover the gamut when we talk about industries that'll be at Expo.
Do you have to be a member of the HMSDC to be a part of this Expo?
You do not. You just have to be a business owner that's serious about doing business with major corporations and governmental agencies.
That's a great opportunity for anybody who wants to come. And I saw one of the agenda items, for example, Coaching Corner. I looked at that, and human resources, conflict management, leadership coaching, business behavior, and a lot more. What business can't get a benefit from that?
Absolutely, and all of that's part of your registration. So we believe in holistically growing firms. So we don't want you to just go and focus on the business. We want you to focus actually in the business as well. So helping you with any situation that may be concerning to your firm, we actually have those coaches that are there to assist you with discussing those initiatives.
Throughout the time that you're in operation throughout the year, what and you have this partnerships that are going on with your members as well. They have events or different kinds of things throughout the year that they can tap into you to get help with their...
Absolutely, absolutely. We have year-long coaching and education sessions that we put on. We put on seminars like how to do business with these organizations, so that what we build to is Expo. So everything we do throughout the course of the year is really focused on development and educating our firms in order to help them grow.
I want to remind people of the dates of the Expo again. It is November 29th and 30th, this Wednesday and Thursday at the George R. Brown. The website is hmsdc.org. A wealth of information. Even I could pick it up. 713-271-7805. And of course, I'll put this information on the Newsmakers page on the Click to Houston website.
Thank you.
Ms. Jones, thank you so much for coming in. Good to see you again. Good luck on the Expo just ahead.
Thank you.
And since we've been talking about this just ahead, we're going to talk about two companies that represent the kinds of companies that are members of the HMSCDC. You might be surprised at their variety. We'll talk about that.